Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. The crisis in PDP seems not to end anytime soon. Fairly recently, we heard that the South-South Zonal Congress was going to hold in Rivers State, being that it is the headquarters for the zone. But interestingly, after a while, we're shocked to wake up to the news that the Federal High Court has ordered PDP to proceed with the South-South Zonal Congress. But interestingly, it was no more in Rivers State. But also a counter court order has also come up, and we're going to give you full details of this. We don't know where it's coming from, whether it is from Wike's camp, whether it is from Fubara's camp, or possibly there's a new camp that has just emerged. But however, I'm going to give you full details of it. According to the news, the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja and presided over by Honorable Justice J.K. Omotosho has ruled that the People Democratic Party (PDP) can proceed with the South-South Zonal Elective Congress scheduled for February 22nd, 2025 in Calabar, Cross River State. This decision was sequel to the court refusal of an interim injunction sought by plaintiff Desmond Onwe and Sehom Terry Okunedu to halt the Congress. In a ruling issued today, Friday, February 21st, 2025, Justice Omotosho denied the plaintiff motion ex parte, which was filed on February 20th, 2025. The motion sought to restrain the defendants, Ambassador Damagom, acting national chairman of the People Democratic Party, Chief Dan Osi Ofi, national vice chairman, South-South Zone, and the PDP itself from holding the Zonal Congress approved by the Zonal Executive Committee pending the hearing of a related motion on notice. The court's order, supported by an affidavit from Vincent Sani, a litigation secretary at Dr. O.J. Onoja, senior advocate of Nigeria and associate, and argued by George Ibrahim, senior advocate of Nigeria, alongside Ogoche Agbonika Esquire and F.O. Akko Esquire, stated that the ex parte application to stop the Congress was refused. The court directed that the motion on notice also filed on February 20, 2025, seeking an interlocutory injunction be served on all respondents, with the matter adjourned to March 4, 2025 for a hearing. This ruling clears the way for the PDP to conduct its South-South Zonal Elective Congress as planned, unless further legal action was taken before the scheduled date. The decision underscored the court's cautious approach to granting urgent interim relief and emphasized the procedural fairness by allowing the defendants to respond to the plaintiff's claim in the upcoming hearing. The case marks as suit number FHC/ABJ/CA/299/2025 highlights ongoing interim dynamics within the PDP as the party navigates leadership election in the South-South Zone. Now, let me give you the latest coming from Rivers State. Interestingly, the Rivers State High Court sitting in Port Harcourt has issued an interim injunction stopping the scheduled People Democratic Party South-South Zonal Congress set to hold in Calabar, Cross River State on Saturday. The court, presided over by Justice J.V. Obumadu, ordered that the Zonal Congress should never take place in Cross River or elsewhere in Nigeria pending the determination of the motion on notice. The ruling follows a suit filed by a PDP member from Ward 3 in Eche local government area, Tony Jogu, and former vice chairman of the Southeast PDP, Phil Nkoro. The defendant named in the suit include the PDP and the national vice chairman, South-South Zone of the PDP, Dan Ofi. In a copy of the order issued on Friday, the judge restrained the defendants, their agents, and privies from conducting the Congress on February 22nd or any other date until the motion on notice is determined. Status quo to be maintained. The court directed all parties to maintain the status quo as of February 20th, pending further hearing. Additionally, the claimants were granted permission to serve the originating and subsequent processes to the defendants through substituted means. This include passing the document at the gate of the PDP South-South Zonal Headquarters located at number 1, Plot 2A, Presidential Housing Estate, New GRA, Port Harcourt, or publishing the order in a widely read newspaper. What is going on in PDP? I must say, is shocking, is troubling, is amazing. No one believes that all of this is going to. I know the reason why this is happening is actually someone is trying to hijack the South-South zone to control the South-South zone. The plot in PDP is towards making it a second hand, the second hand of APC. It's very glaring, whereby the people I want to be elected into office are the people that must be in office. It's a move towards controlling the PDP from all angles, so that during possibly the time for the national convention, a lot of things will be handled in such a way that one person will come out to be as number one ruler in PDP. And I'm so shocked that nobody is seeing this networking going on in the party. Already we know the invisible hand remote controlling and pushing out things, to turn out the way it is. But thank God that some persons have risen up to see how they can stop this sudden, madness that is going on in the party. How can a party already had agreed, in their last meeting that the meeting was going to hold, talking about the Congress was going to hold in Rivers State, all of a sudden it was called off. Now, when it was called off, it wasn't a case of let's see how we can handle some of the leadership issues that we are having in the party. They decided to shift it back to Calabar, Cross River State. The intention is to make sure that certain persons are elected into office and things are run the way they want it to run. And this is not good enough for the party in its generality, because as much as Nigeria is concerned, if PDP ends up being a second hand of APC, automatically we are running one party system. And one party system, I must tell you, leads to what I may call autocracy. At one point, you realize that whatever decision they take, there will be no opposition coming from any way. We've already seen in Labour Party crisis up and down. Today, the number one man will come out, the national chairman, Julius Abuja, will come out and declare that the Southeast will be given an opportunity again to see how they can secure, the interest of Nigeria and be voted in as the president of Nigeria. Before we know, another group of people will come out, still in Labour Party, and their standpoint will be that it cannot be made that easy for the Southeasterner, even mentioning names like Peter Obi and Alex Oti. All of this goes an extra mile in tearing these two major political parties. And I'm just wondering, what will be their escape route if PDP is already under intense heat? Labour Party is under intense heat. Where would they be migrating to? Possibly APC? I don't know. But however, what is happening in Nigeria, especially in the political system of Nigeria, is going to tear apart the entire opposition political parties in the country. But however, let's wait to see what will happen. And I don't know which of them will be honored. Don't forget that, unfortunately, in Nigeria, whenever a court order, a court judgment is not in favor of a particular set of people, they will damn it and go ahead with what they are doing. From Rivers State, it is said that election or that Congress should not hold, which means so many people will not be part of it. While from Omotosho's desk, talking about the man in federal court in Abuja, he says he should go ahead. Now, when this go ahead, automatically one of the things that will be common is that in the nearest future, we will see a situation whereby they will make sure that they tear the party in such a way that if you bring up any personality as, going to stand in for governorship, if the caucus doing all of this are not in agreement with it, they will cancel everything. I mean, I don't know if all of this is done towards Fubara or whatever, but let's see how it